It's pouring out right now. It's like thundering. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is going to behave. It can always be something. Anyhow, let me find it on here, and then we can get started. That's not what I wanted. Got it. Here we go. First person here is Sandy A. Love. Sandy A. Love. Okay, things are going to change in your love life quickly for the better. Out of the clear blue sky, all of a sudden your persistence pays off and your love life moves forward. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you brings in new opportunities. Could be a Sagittarius that's coming in, somebody who's very creative and has a lot of either creative hobbies or a creative job. There's also a Cancer coming in that may be a nice option, and a Libra. It looks like if you're not with anyone right now, new energy comes in. If you are with someone right now, you may have to let go of the past. Your relationship can move forward with good karma, but you may have to have patience with your current partner. Either way, your love life looks as if it's improving. Shayavish, General. A wound or a betrayal is moving into the past. This is healing and moving into the past. You got some good luck coming in. You have a Scorpio and a Capricorn coming in that may be of significance. Growth, change, and transformations coming in over your life. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down around business. Looks like when it comes to business, you're feeling better compensated, better appreciated. Got money coming in. The world is at your feet. No longer waiting for your ship to come in, you're making things happen. Life starts to move forward. 3 of Cups. Cause for celebration comes in. Talia, general financial reading. Anxiety around finances moves into the past. Disappointment moves into the past. Choices come in around finances, and luck comes in. Now, you could have a new stream of income that's separate from your normal streams of income, and it may be something new that you're starting, but there is more money coming in between now and the end of the summer. Cause for celebration comes in around a new stream of income. I don't know what it is, but it could be something that comes through a side business or something that's all your own, not working for anybody else. I mean, you may still be working for someone else, but this would be something different. It looks like you're no longer holding yourself back, and you have either a new business opportunity that comes in this summer that brings in more money, or you may be starting a new business. Let's see what happens. I went and left the fan over there. It's hot in here. All right, I'm gonna have to, I'm not gonna move it. I'm not getting up. I'll just have to sweat here for a minute. Talia, general for tomorrow. General for tomorrow. That a wish comes true tomorrow, and cause for celebration comes in. Somebody from your past could return, and you may feel success or relief around that situation. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in tomorrow. Communication could come in from someone you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time, and you're no longer holding yourself back. tomorrow should be a good day because you've got the hard work you put into something is coming back to you, but also the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. So tomorrow should be a nice day. Let's do that general for tonight. General for tonight. Got good karma coming back to you. Good karma around tonight and feeling very well balanced. Or like the hard effort you put in comes back to you, being better appreciated or better respected. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Negativity moves into the past. I don't know what you're doing tonight, but it should be a good time. Cause for celebration comes in. Should be a good evening. Auntie Charlie General. Life is going to change for you for the better quickly. You've got a Capricorn coming in that may be of significance, a new little adventure on the horizon. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well, and anxiety seems to move into the past. You've got the Chariot here. A Cancer enters, life moves forward. You could have a new business opportunity or a new beginning just in general. Love is coming in. Disappointment is moving into the past. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan or putting money aside for something serves you well, and also rest, relaxation, and self-care. It may be a nice weekend for you. John, me, the next few days. Things change for you for the better quickly. Negativity moves into the past and something changes your life fast. If you've been waiting on something or waiting to hear back from something, that should happen this weekend. It also looks like you're being guided by the divine over the next couple of days. It brings you to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief when a wish comes true. Capricorn enters that could be of significance. You got some good karma coming in and happiness is coming out over your life. It's like things are starting to fall into place this weekend, or this week, or maybe within the next, I don't know, 7 days. Tiffany, what does Tarot want me to know? What does Tarot want me to know? You've got love and a new business opportunity coming in or heating up or whatever. It's positive. Balance is coming back to life, and the negativity or disappointment is moving into the past. You've got the world at your feet. If you're not with anyone, you have a new relationship coming in. If you are with someone, current relationship looks good. Happiness is coming in over your life. Romance is picking up, regardless of whether it's somebody new or somebody current. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Suella, is Quentin still thinking about me, and does he want to reach out? He does still think about you. I don't think he's going to reach out. Not now. He may reach out in time, but right now he's focusing on the other situation, which, like, it's not for his greater good to stay where he is, but he's not willing to leave that situation. So I don't think you're going to hear from him immediately. I think it's going to take time. I think he's trying to put a little bit of space, time, space, and distance between the two of you. It's not that he doesn't think about you, and it's not that he doesn't care. He's just, he's trying to kind of disconnect. Karina. Oh, KM. Will the EPO emergency protection order against my stalker be granted for me? Yes, I believe it will be. Karina, General. Okay, you've got, your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. You've got success coming in around a new business opportunity or a new business endeavor or a side hustle. I don't know if you've come up with the idea yet, but that's coming. Negativity is moving into the past. You may be feeling very passionately about this new business endeavor and you're heading over towards the 10 cups being full. Might not be there yet, but you're on your way. Not looking back on the past fondly, but eager for your life to move forward, and that's exactly what's happening with divine timing. Stepping into your own strength and making things happen for yourself. Not bad. Karina, KJ's intentions. Okay, I don't know what you want from this person, but they're not looking for a committed relationship. If you're looking for a committed relationship, it wouldn't be with this person. They do look like they spend a lot of time thinking about things, but they don't do a whole lot of acting. However, that could change. Communication will pick up between the two of you, and there is potential for a long-term friendship with this card, and there may be sex. I mean, I don't know if you're looking for that, but with the Ace of Wands, it could be a sexual relationship, which is fine if you're okay with that. But if you're looking for commitment with the Two of Cups in reverse, I would say that's not what he wants right now. A sexual relationship, maybe. That may be possible. UAF Spirit. Four of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions and giving to those less fortunate. Life experience, Archangel Chamuel, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, positive resolution to a conflict. KM, what were the detective's thoughts after talking with me about my case? Was he sincere in getting me justice? Did you provide him with enough evidence? Because it feels like he may be, like he might need more evidence, or there may be something more that he needs. He does want to help you. He is being sincere, but I don't know if there's something missing or something more that he needs from you. I don't know if he told you. I'm sure he told you what it was, but it feels like he needs something else, or he's waiting on something, and there may be disappointment because he doesn't have that one missing piece. I don't know what it is. I mean, he wants to help you. He's going to do the best he can. He just may feel like there's not enough, either evidence or there's something that's missing that he might need. He said that he was going to talk. Okay, well, once he talks to the witness, then maybe that'll help. That must be it. The witness testimony or whatever it is. BJ. Who's the next committed relationship with me in one? Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I think it's a Sagittarius. Sometime this fall. You're no longer holding yourself back. The relationship just falls into place pretty easily, and it's a little bit adventurous, a little bit spontaneous, and very well balanced. I think it's going to be a Sagittarius. Early fall. Kiana, general for the weekend. Okay, perseverance around a certain situation pays off this weekend. And it might have something to do with a romantic connection or romantic endeavor. You're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. You've got things happening here. An old betrayal or an old wound is starting to heal. You have a Cancer that comes in, a Sagittarius, and then another water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So maybe that's what it is. No longer waiting for your ship to come in around love. Love starts to move forward this weekend. And there may be some opportunities or some new, fresh energy that comes in. It looks like cause for celebration comes in sometime this weekend, and also rest and relaxation. Disappointment moves into the past and life starts to move forward. UAF, general regarding career, what's the status of the CS job? Well, you're starting a new endeavor. You got the Fool here, and things are going to change for the better quickly. But I don't know. That CS place looks like they're still stuck. They haven't made any decisions, and you might need to have patience with them. I wouldn't wait on them because they seem to be really dragging their feet. If you have other opportunities, I would definitely explore them. It looks like you're moving forward with your career. I don't think you're going to wait on something. If you're not hearing back from them and something else comes in, I think you'll probably just take it. So you have plenty of new opportunities coming in here. The hard work you put into your career is about to come back, and I don't think that they've made a decision yet. They come up as indecisive and like waiting. I don't know if they're necessarily waiting or they're just undecided or they're still interviewing people, which is so freaking annoying. Listen to your intuition. You have a wish when it comes to career. And you have a new journey on the horizon. I would think you would lock something in before the end of July. So, I mean, it could be with SC if they make a freaking decision. But what a pain in the ass it is these days. Yeah, you're going to have choices. You'll have choices around career, and you'll have cause for celebration that comes in. Disappointment moves into the past, and you got a new adventure on the horizon. That place, the SC thing, there's anxiety and deceit around their situation. So I don't know if, I think they're still interviewing people. I think somebody screwed them. Is this a place where you said somebody left on bad terms? They may be really afraid of that happening again, but they need to fill the position. I don't know what the hell is taking so long. So annoying. Elizabeth, why did the ex come over last night? I think the ex wants to get back together, and I think that you're going to not have it. It's like he's made a decision that he wants to go back, and he is feeling like he's being guided by the divine. Is he a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer? Because that's what it shows. It's his way of trying to control or manipulate the situation. He's coming in with a love offer, but I don't think that you're going to want it. I think that you felt burdened by the situation, you processed it, it's gone, and he may be very upset by it, but I don't think that you're going back. I think he wants to go back. Or he wants to pick up where you guys left off. Elizabeth, what do you see in love? Okay, let's see. Disappointment moves into the past and a commitment comes in. You may have choices. Next relationship you enter will be well balanced and it will function really well. It will be very stable too, and you'll feel as if you made it to the top of the mountain. You're not going back. Not looking back on the past fondly. But you're eager for your life to move forward towards happiness. Empress comes in. Love, money, abundance, fertility. You got choices. You've got a Capricorn, you've got a Virgo, you've got a Cancer. You got somebody make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Hard work that you put into love is coming back, and you have romance picking up. I don't think you're moving backwards, though. I think you're moving forward with your love life. Elizabeth, general. Growth, change, and transformation comes to your life when you listen to your intuition. You're being guided by the divine, and all of a sudden you may turn a corner where a whole bunch of different things start to fall into place. You could have a new business opportunity or a new job opportunity. A Capricorn could come in. You may be starting a new creative project of some type, stepping into your own strength. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something makes you feel relief. The world is at your feet, and you're calling the shots. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in before the end of the year. Be careful if you don't want children with that card, or if you don't want children right now. Superman, Rapture 17, vaccine, the mark of the beast. What does that mean? Rapture 7, July 17th. Vaccines, the mark of the beast. I don't know what that means. I mean, I've heard all kinds of things. I mean, I've actually heard that too, but I don't know if I believe that. I mean, I believe that there's crazy stuff happening behind the scenes that we're not seeing. But Divine, how's the future of me and Sashi the Virgo? Will he propose? I don't see marriage proposal coming in anytime soon. That doesn't mean never, but I would say I would highly doubt it before the end of this year, because it's not coming up at all. But your relationship with him could be okay. I just don't see marriage yet. It may be something he thinks of, but he's not ready. He's not ready to move forward with that. You do have a wish around this situation. But if he doesn't make a decision, you could decide to walk away from him. If you're really looking to get married, you may decide to walk away from him if he doesn't step up to the plate. See what happens with that. You're calling the shots, whether you believe it or not. I don't see a marriage proposal, not anytime soon. KM, I've talked to one witness that agreed to give her statement. Will the other two witnesses be truthful in all they know and saw? Yes, they will be truthful. Suella, I have a trip to Florida coming up. What will happen if Quentin sees me at the base? Well, if you see each other, I think that you'll speak. There could be communication coming in. The thing is that this relationship between you and him, unless he makes a decision to leave the other situation, your relationship with him is not really going anywhere. It's like he comes so close, but then he doesn't follow through. So, like my suggestion would be to make a decision to not make him your priority, because at the very best, this relationship is bringing in nothing but heartache. I hate to say it, but he's been down this road before. He's going to go down it again. But nothing comes of it. He's not happy where he is, but he's not making a decision to leave. So, just having somebody to talk to, or just having somebody, it's not going to be a full relationship between you and him. So it's going to leave you feeling disappointed even at the very best. So if you want to entertain this, you can, but it's just going to keep bringing you constant disappointment, because he keeps making the other situation his priority, even though that doesn't make him happy. So until he makes the choice to change that, which I don't see happening, it's like, okay, so you have a conversation, okay? Or maybe you're flirting, but it doesn't really lead to anything. It's like that's where it stops, which is disappointing. Like that's where the disappointment comes in. So what I would do, I mean, this is only my opinion, is I would avoid seeing him. I would try to stay away from him and put it behind you, because like there are people that, and I've read for people that have affairs that last years, and both people are okay with that, and both people feel fulfilled by that, but you're not even getting that much from him. You know, it's like he stops just short of it. So it's like he leads you up to somewhere, but then he drops you. So it's like it's always disappointing. So I would, if I were you, my suggestion would be to try not to cross paths with him, because you're just going to end up being disappointed again by him. He doesn't follow through, or he says he will, or then he, comes up with that, whoa, but I don't want to go down that road, or I'm not going to do that. And it's just like a constant disappointing cycle. But it's your choice. If you go there and you cross paths with them, you guys will talk again. But like I always say to people, like, is that a good thing? Like, is it good? Because it's just going to continue. It's just going to continue your feelings for him. Whereas if you avoid him and put it behind you, you'll get over it and you'll move past it. But that's a choice that you have to make. UAF, what is the deceit and anxiety really about? Is this around that job? I think somebody screwed them over pretty bad. I don't know if they left and went to another company and they took something of value with them, because there's a third-party interference. Or they may have left abruptly. It was probably, I hate to say this, but they probably left kind of abruptly and they weren't prepared for it. And the third party was the other company that they went to. And they felt deceived by this person. Thing is that, like, that's what happens. And unfortunately, most companies don't train people correctly. They're not, like, I was cross-training people the week they were laying me off. That's how I knew I was getting laid off. Because it's like, I worked here for 14 years and nobody ever asked me to train anyone else to do my job. Now all of a sudden I'm training everybody. And I think that that's similar to what happened with this situation. But they have nobody to blame but themselves. It's the same thing with, like on the other side of it. When we had the payables girl that went out on maternity leave, nobody was trained properly to do her job. You didn't know for 9 months that she was having a baby? You knew. You just did nothing about it, because that was easier for you. And I think that that's what's gone on with these. I think that all these places are similar. They wait until the last minute. They're lazy about everything. And then they feel like they get stuck between a rock and a hard place. When my boss was fired for sexual harassment years ago, he was fired. But they had to make him come in at night and work at night when nobody was there, so that he could train the new guy. Imagine that. Like, that's how poorly these companies function, that nobody's trained. We fired somebody for sexual harassment, but we let him continue work there for 3 months at night when the place closed, so that he couldn't be near any women. What a fucking joke. What a joke. Because nobody knew how to do his job. And then that's the thing too. He probably thought that they would never get rid of him because nobody could do his job. And what happened? They got rid of him anyway. They had to, though. You think they lied to you about how long the person was there? Did they say it was a long time? Let me look. Did they lie to me about how long the last person was there? Yeah, maybe they did. Yeah, they could have. Yeah, maybe. Maybe the person didn't last that long and they don't want you to know that. These companies are exhausting. They really are. Nano, will the Gemini and I get to know each other better? Yes, you will. Will my financial problems for moving from another country plan okay without I am not working? I lost motivation to work in my country and I want to settle into a new place soon. So will your financial problems affect your move? That's the question. Okay, let's see. Will my financial issues affect the move? I don't think it's going to impact you that much. I don't know if you already have money saved or if somebody's giving you money, but there's choices around the situation and you should be able to figure it out. I still think that you're moving. KM, does my stalker think that the case got pushed under the rug? Is he expecting any of this? It feels like he hasn't been around much. Have you not seen him in a long time? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like he does think that things are not happening because it was a long time ago and he hasn't been around. Yeah, I would say he thinks that nothing is happening. That's what I would say. Or like he has not been around and he doesn't think that it's going to come back to haunt him. I don't know. I don't know when the last time was you saw him. Mario, what are Latoya's intentions on this trip with the kids to Florida? We're traveling together, but she's staying at a hotel. What are her feelings to me? She may be staying at a hotel because she's got her children with her. That may be why. Let's see. So you're both traveling to the same place, and she's staying in her own room because she's got her kids with her. I think that that's smart. I do think it's smart. Okay. You and her are going to have a new beginning, and the trip should go really well with the King of Cups. That's like kind, caring, sincere, mutually respectful relationship. It does look like communication is good. She's staying with the kids because she's going with her kids and she doesn't want to have everybody stay together, which I gotta give it to her. I think she's doing the right thing. It does look like the trip, your trip with her will be good. It's like, it's a good trip. There's plenty of time for discussions. There's plenty of time for you and her to hang out, be together, or do whatever. But her staying separate with the kids, I think, is the best. And I still think that she has a lot of respect for you, and things between you and her will change for the better quickly on this trip. You've got the Empress here, which is like love, money, abundance, prosperity. So everything looks really good. I know that like her staying with her kids and not staying in the same room with you, or but I think it's best. At this point, I think it's best. I still think you guys are going to have a great time and your relationship's going to move forward. So that's positive. Elizabeth, Adrian the Capricorn, my soulmate, and what do you see? Well, it looks like you put in a lot of hard work and you haven't seen much of a payoff from him. You may be feeling angry, or there could be sharp energy coming from you towards him because you might feel like he's not doing anything or he's not putting in enough effort. The relationship does have a chance to strengthen as we move through the summer, but you're going to have other choices. You have other people coming in that if things don't move forward with the Capricorn, you may choose somebody else. You've got an Aquarius, a Libra. Things changing for the better for you quickly, and that Capricorn seems to be dragging his feet. If he doesn't step up to the plate, you will walk away from him because you have other options, and I don't think that you want to be single forever. And he seems to be dragging his feet, and you may be getting very frustrated with him. But it'll be your choice with the Seven of Cups. You know, like sometimes the most fucking annoying way that these things work out, or that I've seen most frequently, is when somebody decides to move on with something else and they're genuinely happy and content in the new thing, the other person comes back. And then it's like, well, I'm not going to leave this because it's going really well to go back to something that, you know, was you were dragging your feet for 6 months or whatever it was. So we'll see what happens when you get there. But something of significance should happen from you, for you over the summer in regards to love and commitment and a committed relationship. They were there 5 years. No, I don't believe that. I want to say they were there 6 months, but I mean, I can't swear to that. Sister, there it is. I never found the answer to my question last night. Has T thought about me and our friendships? Yes, I said yes, she has. She knows that at some point she's going to need you again. She also knows that there are red flags all over the relationship that she's in. She sees the red flags. She knows that this relationship is a disaster, but she doesn't care. She's desperate not to be alone right now. As long as she can hang on to any like scrap of hope that this situation is going to work out for her, that's where she is. But she knows it's not going to last. It's not going to last, and when it ends, it's going to be a huge disaster, like restraining order disaster. Like there's unluckiness around it. There's like feeling being used, manipulation. There's all kinds of shit that goes on in this relationship, and she's aware of it. She sees it. I don't know if she's had many relationships that are very similar to this, and she knows that at some point she's going to need you again, and she feels like you're going to be there for her. So she's got some. Her reality is a little distorted right now. It's almost like if you've ever been in a situation where you feel like I know this is really bad for me. I know this is really bad for me, but it just feels really good right now, so I'm just going to go with it. And then later on, when it's a disaster, I'll clean it up then. Like, that's sort of her attitude. It's a shit show that she's living, and it's sad because they haven't even been together that long. Maria, how does T feel about having no work for me? How does T feel about having no work for me? Disappointed, feels slow, feels a little unbalanced. I think he wishes he had some work to give you. No, the person we had somebody, Vinny. Let me tell you about Vinny. The inventory department. The woman that ran the department literally used to torture people. Like, literally. Her and her boss used to traumatize people. And the turnover in that department was so freaking high. So, Vinny, I don't know what his position was, but he worked in inventory. And he was an adult. It wasn't like he was a kid in his 20s. I don't know, maybe at the time he was like 35. And never raised his voice, never got upset. He seemed to do what he had to do and, leave. But he was a smoker, right? So I used to see him outside smoking, and he's like literally has the cigarette like this, right? And he's outside smoking. He's like, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, well, they complain that I smell like smoke, so I'm trying not to look. I mean, really? Like, really? Can you imagine if like I complained that like, oh, your perfume stinks? I don't like a lot of perfume. And I especially don't like men's cologne. But I would never tell somebody that they stunk. I would just, like you get used to it once you've been in the room for a minute. Anyhow. So one day, Vinny goes out to lunch. And then he just never comes back. He's like, okay, I'll see you in a half hour. And that was it. We never saw him again. Wouldn't return phone calls, wouldn't answer the telephone. Nobody saw him forever. He just disappeared. So like a couple of years later, me and my one friend are out for a run on lunch, and here comes his car. He lived right behind the building, like on that road, right behind the building. So like it would be like he was obviously going home for lunch, and we saw him and we stopped him. And my friend was like, we just want to tell you that you're somewhat of a legend here. But maybe for the future, you don't want to behave like that just for your own self. But the thing was, he came for money. I don't think he cared. And whatever. But imagine that he was so distraught that he never got upset, never stuck up for himself, never raised his voice. He just went out to lunch and never came back, and that was it. Wouldn't return phone calls, nothing. We didn't know if he got killed. But that's the trauma that was in that. It's crazy. Red, love for the next 2 weeks. You could have new energy coming in over the next couple of weeks. You do have passion coming in. If you're with someone right now, I would say passion. Ooh. Passion comes in on your current relationship if you're in one. But you might have to have patience with your current partner. If you're not with anyone, you have a brand new earth sign coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you also have a Sagittarius coming in. Passion comes in and life seems to move forward. It looks like somebody may make you an offer when it comes to love that would be hard to turn down. You have an Aries coming in as well, and you're prepared to possibly explore options if you're single. Next relationship you enter could have long-term potential, and you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Sister, where is it? I don't see sister yet, so let me just make sure I didn't skip it. No, I didn't. Okay. Shit, I don't want to skip over all these. Let me do UAF, because then I think the other ones come after UAF. Is SC still keeping me in mind and hesitation about me? Okay. No, I don't think that they're hesitant about you. I don't think that they finished interviewing people. I think that's what it is. And I do think that they are keeping you in mind. But I don't think that they finished with their interviews, and they seem to be interviewing a lot of people for this job, because I don't think that they want that to happen again. But the thing is, it doesn't make a difference how many people you interview. It could still happen again. Like, there are no guarantees, but they're really like going through people with a fine-tuned comb. But no, I think that you're still a possibility for sure. Lamore, what can I expect when I go out with my cousin tonight? It should be a pretty decent time. It's like you're no longer feeling burdened. There's plenty of energy around you. There's a Capricorn, there's a Virgo. Things are moving forward. Cause for celebration comes in. It should be a pleasant time. I don't know where you're going, but it looks like you enjoy yourself. And there's plenty of new energy around. Capricorn, Virgo, possibly an Aquarius. Yeah, and a new journey is on the horizon. Or this even could be something comes out of the blue, spontaneous. That's a whole lot of fun tonight. There's Jelani. My company still didn't reply about my worker compensation, and they didn't want to reply to me about going to work. What do they think about me? Well, I don't know what like the legal channels they have to go through, but I think ultimately they want you to come back to work. Cause for celebration, things change for the better quickly, and all of a sudden things should move forward. It just may be slow and steady wins the race. So I don't know if, I don't know, like there's a whole other legal side to that kind of bullshit, but I don't think they want to lose you as a worker, and I think they want you to come back ultimately. But they have to do what's right for the company to make sure that they're not going to get sued, and I don't think you're going to sue them. I think everything is going to be fine. As far as the workman's comp thing, I think it might be, there's like red tape and bullshit that goes on with that. That's what I think is holding things up. Ultimately, I think that they want you to come back. I don't think they want to lose you as an employee. More advice for today. Lay down the law, set up boundaries, don't let anyone take advantage of you. And if somebody is lying, let them know that you're aware of it. Got a new beginning on the horizon, and your life is moving forward towards greener pastures. You also may be feeling a little bit more stable around a business or work-related thing. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself if you need to, and put your wants and needs first. You're no longer waiting for your ship to come in, you're making things happen. Today should be a pretty good day. Where is, I'm looking for that, sister had one and I don't see the question yet. Am I right? Let me make sure I didn't skip over it. I don't see it yet. Alright, maybe I didn't get to it yet. So let me do Karina for love. Not looking back on the past fondly, but I think that you're looking more towards the future. Maybe making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer have been working for you. Just be careful you don't find yourself in a third-party situation because it would bring you heartbreak. It also looks like you do have a wish around love and new energy coming in. That may be an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You also have a Leo coming in. That may mean business. Leo may be very ambitious around love. UAF with job is best fit. Okay. HRIT. HRIT. HR coordinator. BRA. BRA. 10 cups around BRA. SC. BRA, then SC, then HR coordinator, and then last would be HRIT. UAF, why did the last person leave? They may have been arguing. There may have been a lot of arguments going on around the situation as to how things get done. They may have also been super controlling. I don't know if this is the company that was super controlling. I think that's what it is. The company may have been super controlling and the other person couldn't stand it, so they were arguing. And then they may have just made a decision that, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. So they felt relief and they just left. It looks like they moved on to greener pastures. Somebody may have made them an offer and they probably didn't give any notice. I think they felt a little stifled by that place. Or like they were micromanaged or something with that Emperor in reverse. So they just left. Well, no, I don't think they're just being nosy. I think that, you know, it's like you go on an interview, right? And they always put their best foot forward. So does everybody else. And it's like references, which are a joke, because you're not going to put somebody down that's not going to give you a good reference, right? But you don't really know if you're a good fit, and you don't really know the people until you've spent time working with them. And I think that's why they had that 3-month thing. Because it's like, obviously, when that guy hired me, he wasn't like, well, you know, I like to make sexual innuendos to everyone. He didn't say that to me. Everybody knew that he would talk like that. Not everybody, but like most people knew he was like that and just kind of chalked it up to that's how he was. He was just a jerk. And it wasn't until somebody called him out on it. And when I was hired, now I one of my friends gave me the outfit to wear. It was like a gray suit, but it was like a mini skirt. And I thought that it was like professional looking. I mean, I probably didn't know any better, but my friend who was more experienced was like, just wear this. And some of the girls that I became friends with later, after he left, told me that they didn't like me when they first met me because they assumed I was one of his chicks. Like, that's why he hired me, because I was in a short skirt. It wasn't even that short. It was like a business suit kind of a thing. But I get it, because it's like this guy hired young girls. So you could see why the other women there didn't really like, and they were young girls too, but they didn't work in that department. Anyway, one girl said to me, she's like, I didn't like you when I first met you because I thought you were one of his girls. And I was like, I am totally not like that. She come to find out after we worked together for 14 years. But anyway, I think that you need to know what goes on, you know? Just like Vinny. If Vinny knew what went on in that department, he never would have taken the job. First of all, he came for money. He didn't need to be tortured by them. Like, really? Like, he really didn't need that. That he had to be smoking with a cigarette up here. Because he was afraid that he stunk. Please, give me a break. There's no way to treat people. More or less. Reading. Me, Gemini, and her, Taurus. Business and professional, I don't like working with her. Okay. Well, you know, you may be feeling like your relationship with her right now is very weak, but there is opportunity here for your relationship with her to improve. I know you don't like her, which is fine. Like, that's sometimes we don't have any choice, like who we have to work with. But it does look like creatively wise and a new adventure may be coming in between the two of you. And you may feel like the two of you work well together on this project or whatever it is. Nine of Wands would be feeling like there's relief around the situation. The other thing is with this card, it's like you should be feeling relief around the situation. You have money coming in and your career is moving forward. I don't see her leaving, but it shows that you're feeling very relieved. So I don't know if your relationship is going to improve. It looks weak right now, but there's room for improvement. I understand that you don't like working with her, but you may be stuck with it for some time because I don't see her leaving. Not right away, but things do seem to change for the better for the two of you, and your persistence around the situation pays off. So if that's any consolation, I think things will be improving. Yeah, things are going to change for the better quickly, and you two may be focused on the same goal, and you may find that you work well together on this particular thing, whatever it is. I don't know what you do for a living, but you have a wish around the situation. Put it out into the universe. I think that you two are going to, I think it's going to improve. As horrible as it is right now, I think it's going to get better. Nejilani, is it good for me to keep Jean in my life? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think it's okay. Sister, C accepted my friend request, but I never reached out. Out to her. Would it be good outcome if I did? I think so. Yeah, I think that you waited a long enough time and reaching out to her would be fine. Yeah, I think that you would have a decent outcome. Bonnie, no matter what I say to the Sag, we just can't get along. Is he finally done? No, he's got anxiety around the situation, but he's not done yet. Nope. Gerard, what are Ian's current feelings towards me? What are Ian's current feelings towards me? Thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere, compassionate. Thinks you're a little adventurous, spontaneous, intelligent, attractive, kind-hearted. Communication between you and this person should pick up. Actually, this person has a lot of respect for you and thinks pretty highly of you. I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but things could move forward. More. Is there a possibility I can run into a love interest tonight? Oh, I think so. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, and you could also run into new energy. Yeah, tonight could be a pretty good night. Karina, is Jada Scorpio going to take actions towards me? I don't see much. No, it's like communication looks like it's been down and there's a little bit of sharp energy. You may have to reach out to this person if you want to talk to them. Obsidian is good for protection. The only thing with obsidian is that you have to cleanse it frequently because it absorbs negativity. So you want to make sure that you keep cleansing it so that it doesn't sit there with the negativity. But it absorbs negativity away from you. Anthony. I have financial problems a little bit now, but I don't want to work. And when my mom mentioned about the jobs, I got stressed. You got stressed out because she wants you to go to work. I wouldn't, if you don't want to go to work just yet and you're still focused on school, I would finish that first and then worry about work afterwards. Let me go back up to the top. Vicky, Sagittarius intentions towards me this weekend. Still no apology or communication. Slow and steady wins the race, but I think you're going to hear from him before the weekend. There's success that comes in around your relationship with him moving forward. Adonis, what's up with my friend CF? I haven't heard from him in a while. He may be busy with work. He's got a lot of work and business and this kind of stuff here. A new business opportunity, things change for the better for him. Around money and finances, he could be very busy. Getting money together, earning money, paying off bills and debts. That seems to be where his focus is right now. He does have choices around him, especially around finances and around his financial goals. He's listening to his intuition. I think he's actually been working a lot. And I don't think it's a big deal. I think that you're probably going to hear from him soon. Or you guys will reconnect in the near future. No big deal. Nav, how will my first dose of the vaccination go tomorrow? I think it'll be fine. It looks like you're prepared for it. It looks like you're not holding back. And it looks like everything's fine. Yeah, I mean, aside from a sore arm and that kind of nonsense, I think you'll be fine. Maggie, do I already know the man which I'll have the steady relationship with this year? No. And Kriti, anything good happening for me next? Yeah, you have a wish, put it out into the universe. You have the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and your perseverance pays off, especially around work or business. Disappointment moves into the past, and so does negativity. You may be turning your back on the past and moving forward with your life. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well, too. Cinnamon, what's going to happen with my living situation? I live with my mother, whose untreated mental illness I'm dealing with, and it's draining me. Outcome of move. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that you're going to end up moving. I think that for your own self, you know, like for your own like mental health, you're going to move. And I think it may happen before the end of this year. Because there's a lot of negativity around that situation, and like feeling very disrespected, unrespected, maybe even like mistreated. And I think once you get out of there, your whole life is going to start to feel a lot lighter. See a new love coming towards me. New love coming towards me. Yes, you do. You have a Libra and a Taurus that come in out of the clear blue sky sometime this summer. Magician, general around school for the rest of the week. Perseverance pays off and you're prepared and focused. You seem to get a lot of respect this week, and you seem to be making a decision to get a lot done, and you're starting a new journey. It should be a pretty productive week. Where the heck am I? Mihak, what's coming towards me in the near future? A disappointment moves into the past. Maybe feeling a little bit anxious, but you are stepping into your own strength. You do have money coming in. Financial stability in life is coming back into balance. You could be planning a trip to water, by water, or around water, and you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Beautiful one, general. You've got a new business opportunity on the horizon. Anxiety is moving into the past, and your perseverance pays off. Fire sign enters, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It also looks like you may be making a decision to carve out some time for yourself for rest and relaxation. Listen to your intuition. You have a new journey on the horizon. It also looks like you've got laying down the law, setting up boundaries, and sticking up for yourself. Cutting through bullshit serves you well. Virgo enters. UAF, will I receive any offers next week? I think you will, and I think you're going to get something out of the blue. Zara, you can close them down, thanks, because I have to go to work tonight. And Avery, as always, needs another bath. UAF, does the boss know that I'm checked out? How do they feel? They kind of know that you're checked out, and they kind of feel disappointed, like in themselves. I feel like with them, it's like they feel like they don't have enough power, or they don't have enough, like they're just kind of a shitty manager. Like they're not doing the right thing and they know that. And they're kind of almost a little bit embarrassed. But it's almost like, I hate to say this because it sounds terrible, but if you're doing the bare minimum and you've kind of checked out, but you're not causing any trouble for them, they don't really care. It's like that kind of attitude. You know, it kind of reminds me of that place that I used to work at. You know, it's like they give you a job, and then it's like some people will take a job that like takes 10 minutes to do, and they make that task take an hour. But as long as they're quiet and nobody cares, you know, like they'll just stretch it out. Or like they make themselves more important. I need this right now. You don't need it right now. You can wait an hour. You know, like it's bizarre. Like it's the whole thing is bizarre. It's like they don't even really seem to care. They're just like soaking up the hours and getting through it. It's like the whole thing is like demotivating. So it's so frustrating. So frustrating. Nejlani, I answered those questions. I think I said that the workman's comp thing has red tape around it that they have to go through. Like there are certain channels they have to go through, and that may be being held up. That's why you haven't heard back. But I don't think they want to lose you as an employee, and I think eventually they're going to call you to come back. They have to go through it like legal routes. They can't just take you back. Like there's legal things that have to happen, or that they have to make sure are okay. Like they can't take you back and then have something happen and like they're responsible. So that's why you haven't heard back from them, because they may be waiting on their lawyers or whatever, or their workman's comp thing. Let's do Mimi, Z and I for the rest of the summer. Kind of up and down. I don't know where you are right now with this person, but it's like Emperor in reverse could be somebody's trying to control or manipulate the situation. I don't know who that is because I don't know what your relationship is right now. Then it looks like passion comes in, and then after that it looks like somebody feels betrayed. So I don't know if the person that's trying to manipulate things is manipulating and then the other person feels betrayed by the manipulation. I don't know, but there's manipulation and betrayal around this situation. And then it looks as if communication goes down, but then good karma comes back to the situation and it's being guided by the divine and things seem to move forward. Zara, general between now and the end of August. General between now and the end of August. Got a Libra and a Virgo around that could be of significance, and cause for celebration comes in around possibly a new job or business opportunity that pays you well and makes you feel well respected. Be starting a new journey between now and the end of August. An old wound or betrayal moves into the past, and you could be spending time with friends and family, and there could be cause for celebration. I don't know if somebody has a party or a gathering or a get-together, but that could come up. And you also may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something. Colorful meanings. Does Karen still have a crush feelings towards me? Does Karen still have a crush on me? Yes, I believe so. Male, general around C, the Leo, and Will, the Leo. There's a little bit of negativity that's gone on between them. And somebody may feel like they've through a lot of thinking, but they're not really improving upon the situation. I don't know what their relationship is, but it looks like there's negativity around them. Somebody's feeling unsuccessful. Somebody may feel a little bit manipulated. And somebody may be feeling held back. Thing is that they've got the intuition card. If they listen to their intuition, they could get the relationship back on track and things could move forward. Communication may be bad with the Hermit, but things could improve if they get on the same page. There is cause for celebration if they both kind of get out of their egos and actually start working on things. Things could improve. I don't know if that's going to happen though. Things look like they're a little bit messed up right now. And they both have to be on the same page. And I don't know which one is the manipulator, but I don't care for that energy. Somebody may be very nervous too that relationship is crumbling, feeling unsuccessful. Well, let's see what happens. They could save that relationship if they work hard enough. I'm just not so sure that they're willing to do that at this point, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I am going to go. I'll be back on tonight, probably like 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. So I will see you guys then. Let me go. She's sleeping. She's got to get up because I got to give her a bath. I'll see you guys tonight. Thank you all very much. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.